Good morning and welcome to our first press conference of 2023. Today we have two topics to talk about. First, we will highlight January as the National Blood Donor Month. And second, we will discuss the exciting events taking place for Martin Luther King Day this coming weekend. Now, the City of Erie is pleased to recognize the month of January as the National Blood Donor Month. This originally started back in 1969. National Blood Donor Month highlights the importance of giving the gift of life through your blood donations. Donations of blood can provide life-saving assistance for trauma patients, cancer treatments, anemia, inherited blood disorders such as hemophilia, and much, much more. Every day, approximately 29,000 units of red blood cells are used in hospitals, surgical centers, and emergency treatment facilities across the country. It's important to highlight the need for diversity in the blood supply. Some blood types are quite rare and can be found only among people who share ancestry. The Community Blood Bank of Northwest Pennsylvania and Western New York has been serving the Erie community now since 1966. I was only 15 years old then. We are lucky to have a dedicated donor center right in our city at 2646 Peach Street. I now invite Erica DePalma, the Community Relations Specialist from the Community Blood Bank, to come up and accept a proclamation that I have for this month. Thanks for joining me, Erica. So this is in recognition of Blood Donor Month. Whereas on December 31st, 1969, President Richard Nixon signed a proclamation designating January as National Blood Donor Month and highlighting the importance of giving the gift of life through blood donations. Whereas in Erie, we have a long history of helping fellow citizens in their time of need. Yet, as good as our record has been, the need for blood donors is now greater than ever here in Erie. Whereas there is no substitute for blood, as it cannot be manufactured, the Erie community relies on volunteer blood donors to meet the needs of patients in our hospitals. Each day, blood transfusions are needed for such things as trauma, surgeries, cancer treatments, childbirth, and more. Whereas the Community Blood Bank provides all blood products to our local hospitals, including UPMC Hammett, AHN St. Vincent, Mill Creek Community Hospital, and the Erie VA Medical Center. Whereas I encourage businesses and civic and service organizations, as well as the residents, to join the City of Erie in supporting blood drives and blood donation services in our community. Now, therefore, I, Joseph V. Schember, Mayor of the City of Erie, on this 12th day of January 2023, hereby proclaim the month of January as National Blood Donor Month here in Erie. I encourage all eligible residents to donate with Community Blood Bank. This simple act has considerable benefit in our community and provides personal satisfaction in knowing that you have positively impacted the well-being of someone right here in our community. By participating, you help ensure there is an adequate supply of blood available when our friends and family and neighbors need it. Erica, thank you very much for all you do and your group. The floor is now yours.
I just want to say thank you very much for this proclamation. In fact, it couldn't come at a better time. The number of blood donors in the Erie community continues to decline, and the need for new donors has never been greater. In Erie, we've seen the average age of our donor base increase in age by 11% in the last 5 years. As we get older, we're more likely to become recipients of blood and therefore be ineligible to donate. We need younger generations to step up and to follow in the footsteps of loyal donors who have spent so much of their life giving back to the community through blood donation. This ongoing issue, along with the impact of severe weather that we see in the winter months in Erie, makes it even more important to make time to donate this month. In an effort to recognize National Blood Donor Month and to thank donors for their selfless act of service, We're giving every donor in the month of January a specially designed t-shirt as an expression of our gratitude. Mr. Mayor, we join you in inviting everyone in the Erie community to visit the Erie Donor Center at 2646 Peach Street and to talk to us about the opportunity to give blood.
Thank you very much, Erica, for all the vital work that the Community Blood Bank does right here in Erie. We appreciate it. I ask everyone to please consider donating blood. Your donations will save lives. To find out more information on how to donate, please visit the Community Blood Bank website at forhearts.org, forherts.org. Next, I'm excited to discuss the upcoming events in honor of Martin Luther King Jr. This Saturday, January the 14th, the 12th annual Dr. King Awards dinner will be taking place. The theme for this year's dinner is Living the Dream, Setting New Standards. This year, the guest speaker is Thomas W. Dortch, Jr., the president and CEO of TWD, Inc., and he's also chairman of the 100 Black Men of America. My wife Rhonda and I will be attending the dinner, which I just learned is totally sold out of tickets. This sellout is an indication of how everyone is committed to the need to mentor our youth, ensure equitable access to services, include all residents, and value everyone for their unique talents, skills, and perspectives on everything here in Erie. This upcoming Monday, which is January 16th, that marks the 32nd annual Martin Luther King Jr. Day March right here in Erie. Marchers will gather in front of Perry Square Stage at 11 a.m. The march will kick off at 12, right at noon, with a group marching from Perry Square to the Martin Luther King Center, where the event will conclude with a brief outdoor ceremony and a program in the gym. You often hear me talk about our vision for Erie. The vision is Erie is a community of choice. We celebrate our rich cultural diversity, our welcoming, vibrant neighborhoods, our world-class downtown and bayfront, our excellent education for everyone, and our abundance of good family-sustaining jobs. I really believe that if we all work together, we will achieve this vision for Erie, and it will impact every resident here. That's the goal of my team, and that's the goal that we together are striving for. As Martin Luther King Jr. said, whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly. He continued, I can never be what I ought to be until you are what you ought to be. This is the interrelated structure of reality. When all residents feel like they belong, when all residents find their passion, when all residents are empowered to share their gift and talents in service to others, then, and only then, will we be all that we can be as a community. Let me quote Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once again. He also told us, change does not roll in on the wheels of inevitability, but comes through continuous struggle. That's a good thing to remember. That quote is especially meaningful for me and right here in Erie right now. Change is not easy. We have a difficult road ahead, but with challenges also comes opportunities. We now have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to reimagine ourselves and our community, and let's make it happen. So let's roll up our sleeves. Let's work together. Let's make a difference in the lives of our children and the future of our community. That concludes this week's press conference. Until next Thursday, please follow us on social media for all the latest updates on everything that is happening here in the city of Erie. Both of us that spoke are now available for interviews. Thank you very much for watching today. We appreciate it, and Happy New Year.